What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. A little bit of transfer talk, even though the rumors has already been like kind of garbage anyway. But a few people did ask me my opinion on it, so I do want to come out and just give my thoughts on the rumor that occurred today with Che Adams possibly signing for Leeds United. Before I get into it, though, please hit a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, share the video around. Big shout out to my super thanks donators on the last video: Karen Curtin, G Smith, Mr. P, and Martini. Thank you so much for your donations on the last video. Super thanks are just like super chats on live stream. If you want to donate in that way to help out the channel, it's on the same line as like and dislike, and you can put your message in there as well and put a little super thanks on the video too. Fully appreciated by myself, and thank you so much to those guys who donated. Fantasy football's coming up. The link is in the description. Get your teams ready and get yourself entered in the league. I am trying to think of a prize just in case there is some way I don't finish first in the league, but I'll get on that as the season goes on. But yeah, listen, let's just get into it because, like I say, this link has already kind of been rubbished by Phil Hayes saying that it's not true. But the rumor did pop up again about Che Adams possibly signing for Leeds United between 10 and 15 million. Now, I gotta say, I don't know where this rumor just came from out of thin air, but I remember saying on the last video that if we went from Charles de Ketelaere to Callum Wendo to Che Adams, I would not be pleased. And sometimes I'm afraid that's where some people do get their rumors. A lot of people will tell you that do YouTube videos. Sometimes rumors do get plucked from random YouTube videos, and you guys will know the Ben Foster one. That apparently I got the ball rolling on that one. So, but yeah, listen, let's talk about it anyway because it did spark a bit of a conversation. Now, for me, the reason why I said that in the last video and why I'll elaborate on it now is that Che Adams doesn't improve us in any way, shape, or form. Not one bit. I saw some people saying he could replace Rodrigo, but why? Why would you want to replace Rodrigo with somebody who is not as ineffective but won't give you much more over the season? And as a striker, I mean, the strike rate isn't even worth talking about. And this is the problem, though. I mean, coming to Leeds United, he would always get the support. And let me just make that clear. If there was anything that we did sign him, of course I'd back him. But for me, we need to raise the bar, man. We need to raise the bar of things that we want to accept. Listen, Che Adams would have been a perfectly fine striker if we were going for promotion a few years ago. Or I could possibly even take it in the first year of Premier League, where you're trying to get your foot in the league. You're trying to just build up some players that have been here and done it, you know, that old Prem proven thing. I've got a lot to say about that Prem proven tag, by the way. But we're in our third year of the Prem. Third year, and some people would be happy that Che Adams would be our striker signing of the summer. No, I won't speak for you. No, for me. Not for me at all. When we're talking about strikers, we've been linked with De Ketelaere and Callum Wendo. Very solid sources, very solid links. We were obviously in for those two. I don't see how you go from those two to the next name in line being Che Adams. I just don't see how that list could be possibly drawn up. And I mean, there was another guy. I'm not even going to talk about him too much, but I'll mention him in a bit. But in terms of Che Adams, in your third year in the Prem, if that's your signing, listen, the way I'm feeling about the season coming up so far is it's like this. So when you talk about Che Adams being your next forward signing, it doesn't excite me. You know what it'll give you is your work rate, but I'm sorry, that's not enough. As a striker, you need to score goals, and unfortunately, Leeds United is a very passion merchant fan base. It is, so he will be applauded for all the running about and, you know, knocking people over and things like that. But that don't impress me much. Shania Twain, it don't. You need to be scoring goals. And what? 4 goals, 9 goals, 7 goals. I mean, 20 goals in what is it, 96 league appearances. That don't cut the mustard for me. Prem proven? Yeah, it's proven that he doesn't score many goals in the Prem. That's what he's proven about. And there's all these comparisons as well to other players like Broja. You'd rather take him over Broja. Broja is just 20, 21 years old. Like, he's still developing. Che Adams is 26. This is what we know we're going to get from him. Broja's got room to grow. We don't know if that will happen, but there's more of a chance he will. He's just got more of a striker's instinct in him than Che Adams. Emmanuel Dennis, way better than Che Adams will ever be. He's got a killer instinct that Che Adams just doesn't. The amount of times you see Che Adams playing, how many shots of it just go wide? I mean, he fit in with the current group, wouldn't he? So listen, if you're after somebody that's just gonna work hard and do all that stuff, then yes, he's a fine signing if that's what you're after. But if you're after somebody to replace the goals that Rafinha's left behind, if you're asking for somebody to put on additional goals that we need from players that we weren't getting them from last year, he's not the answer. That's it. That's it. As simple as black and white as it is for me. We've got to be aiming a bit higher than Che Adams. I'm not saying that it has to be a young European prodigy, and I applaud the club for going in for those players. But if you're telling me that there's money to do those kind of deals, then we don't just settle for a 10, 15 million Che Adams. We just don't do that. You go to your next target who's got to be of a better quality and a higher class. This Che Adam thing feels like it's going to be like Adam Lafandra all over again, where we're going to get linked with him until he retires. It just feels like one of those. It's just very underwhelming would be the word I'd use. It is very underwhelming when you've gone from possibly getting, a future Belgian star, an upcoming striker in the French league as well. It's just very underwhelming for me when there is a lot better options out there. So, like I say, the link's already been kind of rubbish anyway. So I don't think there's anything for not to worry about. It's not like it'd be a disaster signing, but what I'd want to know is if you're thinking about replacing Rodrigo with him, does that really step us up many places in the league, in your opinion? If we've got him as another option as a striker to Bamford and Gerrard, does he score more than 10 goals a season? He's been in a Southampton team. We're also a kind of struggling team too. So what makes you think he's going to score more goals for Leeds than he has at Southampton, where he's primarily played as well in a 2? He's usually played in a 2. Listen, football's all about opinions, of course it is, but this is mine, and I just want the bar to be raised when it comes to expectations of signings and players we should be getting through the door, especially at the business end of the pitch. I've never known a position on the pitch in the last few years that gets more criticism for scoring goals than it is your work rate. Everyone says you got to press from the front, cool. But I saw, I mentioned it before, but I saw Ronaldo getting stick for scoring 20 plus goals for Man United last season, when some of those goals got them wins. They got them through Champions League group stages to the knockouts. But yet the constant criticism was he didn't press from the front. Well, what's the use in pressing from the front if you're not scoring goals? It's just so easy for a striker to be a striker these days, which is why the striker market is so shallow right now. There's hardly any strikers moving around because the good ones are literally a premium, or they're like gold dust. But yeah, listen, give me your thoughts and feelings about Che Adams in the comments. I'll be interested to hear your thoughts about it. And I'm just going to quickly I don't even think this was a real one, but this Julian Quinones, come on, guys. 25 years old, and I'm not even sure if he's a Colombian international, and he's plied his trade in Mexico. Come on. If he's a 19-year-old with bags of potential, I could get it. I can get on board with it. But he's 25, and no one from another European country's taking him. Not even talking England, Italy, Germany. I'm not even talking about those. I'm talking about Turkey, Holland. Come on, guys. Let's raise the standards, man. And listen, we don't even know if there's going to be a striker. There's rumors saying that Andrea said that Patrick Bamford is going to be it. Jesse Marsh trusts him for the season. We just have to wait and see. Look, the window isn't closed yet, but I just hope that Leeds are doing more stellar business than Che Adams in our third year of Premier League football. That's all I would say. Just a couple of other notes, I guess, just before I go. Kiko Casilla is gone. Good riddance. If you want to give any positive comments for Kiko in the comments, do so. Always makes it easier to know who I should block. But no, good riddance to him. He should have been gone ages ago. I actually can't believe his contract was so long. It seems like he's been here forever now. But yeah, he's finally gone. So adios, Kiko. And I just wanted to say something about Aston Villa as well, just quickly. Steven Gerrard just stripping the captaincy of Tyrone Mings and giving it to John McGinn. And I think his deputy is actually Martinez. So it's not even like Mings is the deputy captain anymore. It's actually gone to somebody completely different. And this is it with Steven Gerrard. I've mentioned it on here before. I just love how ruthless this guy is. And I said it when he got appointed. He was always going to get his own players. And I knew people like El Ghazi would be going, Matt Target would be going, because they're not Gerrard kind of players. Gerrard will just do what he has to do. And it doesn't matter what you've done, where you've been. It's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going on now, and what I can see in the future, what's going to benefit me and the team that I'm managing right now. And I love that approach. I just wanted to mention that because I really found it interesting and bold. I love that kind of move. So whether it pays off or not, I don't know, but he's willing to take that gamble and upset a bit of the changing room by changing the captain. But obviously Tyrone Mings publicly took it well, but it's that can't be fun ever being stripped to the captaincy. But it also just takes the pressure off Steven Gerrard having to play Tyrone Mings when he doesn't actually want to play him. And it's quite clear with the recruitment that he's done that he's probably going to Mings is probably going to be holding the bench. But listen, what I will say is Tyrone Mings, you will always be appreciated by me for the Vegors block at the second last game of last season. Thank you so much, Tyrone Mings, for that. You got like a year's grace from me, man. I love you forever for that. I love you for a year for that. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting to know because I do love when managers make bold decisions like that. It's very interesting to me. But listen, give me your thoughts and opinions on what's going on. Yes, there still hasn't been no more movement for a striker left back. No solid rumours either. So there's nothing to talk about as we sit here today on Sunday, um, July 31st, and the Wolves game is coming up very soon. So yeah, give me your thoughts